Go live. So that's a good sign. The time is start ticking. The little box with the eye on top of the corner is there. All we need now is for someone to comment or send us a love heart so we know that you can hear us, you can see us. But if you don't, we're not going to be too worried because we know it's just an early morning still. And people are probably at work, people are busy, and they're going to watch or chat on repeat. But there we go. People are coming. Hello. Good morning. I'm just doing my last sound checks before I introduce you to guest this morning, because we have a very messy guest this morning. He's going to encourage us to do a lot of mess. So come on. Gather around, start watching, start sharing. This is important. This is all about mental health and your mental wellness. Please share, tag friends, keep going. Anyway, let's start. So this morning I have the wonderful, the amazing Tom Mills from Messy4mind. Tom, go for it. Introduce yourselves. What is it what you are doing? What is it what you're passionate about? Go for it.
So my name is Tom Mills. I started up a mental health awareness campaign back in 2017 to support the charity Mind for mental health awareness. It's similar to like the ice bucket challenge, but instead of getting wet, you get messy instead. So the idea behind the challenge is they call mental health and depression the invisible illness. So so by getting messy, we can see that the stigma is actually there.
Yeah, getting messy as our mind can get.
Yes.
So yeah, I have been to Messy4mind Facebook page, and I have screenshotted some things that really spoke to me. One of the things that this image, very famous actors, explain. What do you see? What's happening?
So in obviously this image, obviously it says this is what depression looks like, and obviously you can see there's a lot of happy people there. But the thing is, you can't. I always say things like depression doesn't have a face. Like one day you could be feeling, really happy, but then on the outside you could be feeling really depressed. And that's the thing. You can't see how these people are feeling. It's like, for example, one of the faces in there, Robin Williams. He was like a very, very funny person. He was always happy, always, but nobody, knew that he was, suffering with depression or anything like that. And obviously, sadly, he hung himself. Which is really sad. But that's the thing, though, because you don't see that people are suffering with depression. And obviously, like now that there's a lot of talking points now with, the social media aspect of talking about mental health. Obviously, it's been a massive talking point this week with the whole Harry and Meghan interview.
Yes.
That's been one thing that that some people get criticized for having, a mental illness, things like that, but they shouldn't, because we're all human beings at the end of the day. We suffer with the same things, and this is something that needs to be spoken about more. Like I always say that people shouldn't be ashamed to talk about mental health issues, especially also men, because I've been on a few interviews before where usually men are or either too scared to talk about mental health issues, or that they feel weak or they feel embarrassed. But nobody should be feel embarrassed about having these things, because like at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We go through these moods. We're not always going to be happy every day. We're not always going to be sad. It's just the way, way the brain works sometimes. It's just the way that things are. It's just the way that, I mean, the pandemic doesn't help, because obviously a lot of things we can't see our friends, we can't see our family. That's a bit of a burden as well. But that's just the way that things are, and it's just the way that things are at the moment.
It is. It's very tough at the moment. I tend to call it a mental pandemic as well, with what it brings to many people. But yes, this image definitely speaks to me a lot, because you can see many famous people. There's Marilyn Monroe, there's Robbie Williams, there's Amy Winehouse, and many, many other famous faces. Happy, successful, talented, rich, well-known people putting out smile for the public, but deep inside, different story. And even here, when we speak now today with Tom, I'm putting out a brave face and like, yeah, all right, you're right, yeah, let's chat, let's do this. But how I feel inside, no one really knows, because people only see what I let them to see. And obviously, I'm not going to come here in front of camera and go like, oh my God, you know, last night was tough. I thought about all these horrible things, and I thought like, I don't want to be here anymore. People don't do that. People just come out in the public and say, yeah, I'm happy, I'm successful, I'm good, everything's good. And would you agree with the statement that people who have gone through a lot of trauma in their own life and their own mental well-being is not as great, they tend to make others happy and be happy guys for others, because they know what it's like when, you know, when there's no one for you, when there's no one who cheers you up. So would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think yeah, it's quite difficult obviously at the moment with people obviously trying to get help, you know, like you can't really see anybody. I mean, I've just currently just had CBT, which has helped me quite a bit. But I was asked if I wanted it again, I'd have to wait a year, which was a bit, you know, which obviously waiting times need to be sorted out and things like that. I think that, yeah, it's obviously difficult. Like, for example, if you're living alone, you can't really, you know, you can't really speak to anybody. The only way you can speak to somebody, like at the moment, is obviously with virtual based. Like the only thing we can speak to people is obviously video calling, messaging, things like that, having a phone call and things like that. I mean, I've done a lot of that. But a lot of people prefer, you know, one-to-one action, which obviously is a bit more sort of better in a way. Yeah, I agree with you what you're saying. Yeah.
For me personally, a big cuddle, big squeeze works, and obviously it's not possible now. But sometimes all I want is for my dear friends to come over, someone I really, really trust, and to give me a hug and to hug me and not letting me go until I'm okay, and say, Maddie, everything's going to be okay. And obviously it's not possible now, so that's not great. But let's keep talking about this now. So some publications. Messy4mind is going out in public. That's how it looks like. And I want to show you some more. So that's the official page, Messy4mind. If we can ask people to like it, to follow it, that'd be great, because you can support a great cause. And here is a couple of the challenges I snapped from the page. So that's tomatoes going on somebody's head, from what I can gather.
Yeah.
And what else do we have? And I can see a lot of known and famous people and beauty queens are quite keen to participate as well.
Yes.
And some people are definitely about to do this. And obviously more people, more known people, more famous people, more people who are participating in different international pageants are taking place to say like, yes, come on, come do this. And of course, me as well, I did it as well. This is me with my little lad doing this. We made a very colorful bucket of paint, and it was fun. It was fun doing this. And how do we participate? What do we need to do?
So we have a link that people can use to buy like slime and things like that. So we have a discount code with the slime production company called Messy Supplies that people can actually go on. If they want the discount code, they can just drop us a message in our Facebook page, and we literally have an automated message that brings up the discount code. So we don't really have to, you know, but we can still talk to you. I mean, it's just an easier way because we get so many messages. So that's why we got an automated message. People can use anything messy, really. I mean, like you did, you use paint. That's fine. You can use anything. This slime is just something that is just colorful and fun to use, and so
Oh,
many people
slime
have
was fun. We
yeah,
can do
and so many,
slime next, definitely. I'll do
yeah,
it
so many.
again.
Oh, bless you. I've done it quite a few times. So yeah, so basically, like the slimes side of it, sort of, it just shows that it's, it sort of brings out, like, it's more colorful. Like a lot of people's videos have been like, it looks really cool when it's all done like really colorful. But again, you can use anything messy, like you did, paint. We've had people use all sorts of stuff. Like we say, you can use anything messy for this. Obviously, yeah, like it's called Messy4mind. So it's just the slime side is we just recommend people use it just to make their challenges look good. That's all.
So walk us through one more time. How does this work? So, for example, I have been just nominated or asked to do this.
Yeah.
And where do I start? What do I do? What do I say on a video? And what hashtags I use? And where do I send my video?
Well, we started off a nomination process years ago, but it didn't really catch on. So at the moment, we're just either asking people to get involved, or people are literally stepping up to the challenge, like literally messaging us saying, "Hey, I'm up for this." Like we've had loads of messages recently saying, "Yeah, I want to take part in this because it really means something to me." We've had loads of people message us saying, "Oh, mental health's really important. I'm really up for this." Like we want more of that. Yeah, we don't really have a nomination system, but in your video, you usually just say, "Hi, I'm so and so. This is my Messy4mind challenge for mental health awareness," and then you obviously get messy, and then that's it. It's just as simple as that.
And what hashtags do we use to tag you guys in?
Usually we use obviously Messy4mind, which is MESSY, the number 4MIND. We usually use hashtags like mind, it's okay not to be okay, mental health awareness, mental health, just anything really. I mean, the main one we use is Messy4mind, but the main also one we use is the main one we do use is beat the stigma, because that's what usually is one that we do use a lot.
So what I can promise from my side, after we're gonna be done with this little chat, yes, Tom, first, Tom first gonna forward this to me, and then I'm gonna put all the details, all the hashtags that is good to use, page and Tom's profile links, as well as email where to submit your videos. And then you can guys get in touch and just get this thing moving, have fun, be creative, messy, foamy, chop tomatoes, God knows what, be colorful, be bright, do this. And yeah, so absolutely anyone can take part in this. Tom is offline at the moment. I hope he's gonna switch back to us, but it happens. Sometimes we do have these technical difficulties. Unfortunately, I can't show you my video that I did, but if you do go to Messy4mind official page, and if you look on my profile, then you can find a lot of videos to watch. It's okay, we got you back.
Sorry, I lost connection there. I do apologize.
It's okay. Meanwhile, I just said that if people want to see me getting messy, they can definitely head to Messy4mind page and also my profile as well, and see me doing that. And yes, absolutely agree. It's a big stigma. People are ashamed to speak out, to seek help, because how do we usually react when we find out someone's not mentally okay? What is your experience when someone tells you that, I'm not okay?
Yeah, I mean, I've had it for quite a while. I mean, I've been suffering with depression for a long, long time. I still do suffer with depression now. Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, to admit that you're suffering, it's nothing that can be done. It's nothing that can be done overnight. It does take time. I mean, it took me a while to admit that I was suffering with anxiety and depression a lot. I mean, I've been through a lot last year with my work life as well, which that's something that is for another day. But the thing is, yeah, it's difficult because some people understand it, and then some people that don't understand it, you know, it can be very difficult to explain, because some people say, oh, it's all make believe and things like that, and it's like, oh, it's not real, and it's just like, well, it is real because people are taking their lives. That's how it really is. You know, it's almost like costly lives. And the thing is also with obviously with the pandemic going on and everything like that, like the suicide rate's gone up as well. But the thing is they don't really, what annoys me more than anything is they don't report on that or anything like that. Like they don't bring up the cases of like how many people have like, taken their lives over all this, people have lost jobs, people have lost, loved ones, things like that. It can be very, really depressing. But I think more needs to be done once this is all over. Like, really, really needs to be more done. I think because also it's really sad to see that mental health charities are in risk at the moment of being shut down due to government funding, which is just really bad. One charity's been already closing their doors in April, which is time to change. They close their doors, next month, which is really sad. They've been going for years. But due to funding, they've had to close, which is really, really sad. But yeah, it's just the way things are.
Oh, we have some comments as well. People are really appreciating us speaking out about this, and this is such an important topic to get talking. Thank you, Anastasia. Thank you so much for your comments. It's so nice to see comments, and I'm sure more is about to come. And we're not only pouring colorful buckets all over us, we also are able to go and just giving and do that. Tell us more about that, and where's the money going? What is happening with that?
So we've got a Just Giving page that people can use for donations. We've got a main Just Giving page, or people have, what they've done is they've made their own Just Giving pages or their own donation pages, whatever they are, Virgin Money or anything like that. It all goes to Mind. We have raised over £10,000, which is incredible over the last 4 years. Which what we do obviously is we tally it up, the total that people have raised with their Just Giving pages, and then add it to the main page, which makes up the £10,000 that we've raised, which is just insane. And we're really, really grateful for everybody who's raised money for Messy4mind over the years. I mean, the campaign's never been about me. It's been about helping people. I've got 3 amazing admin page team members as well. Stephanie, who's a pageant girl.
Shout out.
She's amazing. Dan as well, who's also amazing at what he does with the admin side, especially with the TikTok side as well. And Stephanie as well. And we've got another Steph as well, who's just joined us, who's going to be working with us this year, who's also an eating disorder campaigner. She's very, very passionate at what she does, and she's very good at what she does. But yeah, it's just been, I mean, with the money side, it's just been absolutely incredible. On our page, we just reached £5,000 last week, which is amazing, which brings the tally up to the people that have raised so far, which is absolutely incredible. We really thank everybody who's raised money for this cause. Again, it's not just also about, like, I mean, I went on an interview years ago and somebody asked me about what's your goal, like raising funds, and we don't really have a goal. Like, more the goal that we have is just basically creating more awareness. Like, not everybody has actually donated money to do this. It's something that you can do at home. It's just a bit of fun. But it just starts a conversation. Like, so many people have said, oh my God, this, so many people have said that, oh my God, this is so, one, they've enjoyed it. 2, they said it starts a conversation. And 3, so many people have said that they really, really enjoy it. And the fact that it raises awareness is just brilliant. And the fact that they've made a difference is just incredible.
Because I can recall myself doing that, and the neighbors peeked over the fence and like, what are you doing? What are you up for it? And that's an immediate conversation started. And now my neighbors are kind of like, yeah, you know, we're gonna wait for a sunny day, and we'll do that too. You just tell us where to send and what to do and what to tag and everything. I'm like, yeah, great. And then obviously, when I was participating in this beauty pageant, I made a lot of friends there, and the queens from other countries. They're like, "What was that you doing?" And it's again a conversation starter. So this is now about to take off probably to another countries now, because some of them do want to participate, and
it's funny.
Well,
it's funny you say this, because we've had 9 people from America involved. We've had 1 person from Australia involved as well. So we have sort of had people from different countries involved, which is just amazing. Obviously, we are supporting a UK charity, but mental health affects everybody around the world. So
yes,
yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
this challenge is open to everyone. You know, we're not splitting anybody from this challenge. You know, it is literally for everybody. We are a family-friendly challenge as well. So if you know, if kids want to get involved and things like that, but they would have to have their parent, they would have to have their parents' consent, which we have put on our. If you go on our Just Giving page, we do have a disclaimer on there, which is actually written by Mind. So we have. So yeah, if you know, if the kids want to get involved just for a bit of fun, a bit of a laughter with the parents, you can do that, but you need to message us first for consent, so we know that you're taking part. We've had a few families involved, which is brilliant to see. And when we've done events in the past, the kids are like, "Oh my god, this looks so fun," and all that, and they've seen people being slimed. Like I worked 3 years ago. I worked a festival, so it was quite like a big attraction. Like I built like a frame with a bucket, and it was like basically like you pour the slime in, and then you pull a lever, and it just releases it. So we raised a bit of money there. I think we raised 100 quid that weekend, which was pretty decent. I was literally
fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, it gets people talking, you know, and so many people want to get involved. I mean, what we're trying to do at the moment, I mean, we are trying to get this out there, like on TV. Like, I'm trying to get this out on local TV, because, you know, it's something visual. Like, I've been on the radio quite a few times. I've been on my local radio station 3 times with this, and you know, this is a visual thing. It's okay talking about it, like in audio, but it's a bit difficult to, you know, visualize it in a way, because you sort of need like visual things, like we're doing now. Like you've shown images of what people are doing. You know, that's the sort of thing that people need to you know, contribute, sort of thing.
I might be able to show my video. Oh, it's not going through. I'm going to try one more time, just in case I will be able to upload it, but I might not be able to, because I would really love to show people what this challenge looks like. I know you can hear me, but you probably can't see me. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do this because StreamYard is not letting me do that, but I'm still trying. Excuse me. I'm still here. I'm still with you guys. No, so technology hates me this morning. It's absolutely not letting me do anything. But it's okay. If we head to Messy4mind's page, there's plenty we can find. And
oh, there's loads. There's interviews.
goodness.
There's interviews there as well that I've basically, like, I've interviewed people that have either taken part in the challenge or taking part in the challenge, just to talk mental health awareness with them.
So yes, absolutely. There's plenty of material wherever you go and look this up. I'm just giving this one more attempt, but no,
Yeah, sure.
StreamYard's chucking me out. StreamYard doesn't want to show my video today. Fine, StreamYard, whatever. So I just fell out with StreamYard. Yes. Anyway, back to the main topic. We did had some questions in, and Anastasia was asking you how you overcome your own issues and where do you turn for help first?
With my issues, I mean, I was struggling quite a bit, like when I was like in my early 20s. So I went to see my GP the first time, and he obviously it took me a while, because it did take me a while to actually like pick up the courage to actually go see the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like the first time I turned to help. He basically put me on antidepressants, which I have been on for quite a while. I've been on for quite a long time actually. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't easy, like describing like how I was feeling and things like that. But I did feel a lot better afterwards talking to the doctor, because a lot of people, don't pick up the courage to actually go see the doctor if they're like really,
Yeah.
because it is really, really, really difficult at the moment with things. But the problem that I had was trying to actually admit these things, like admit that I was struggling. Like sometimes I was a bit scared to admit that I was struggling. Like it did take quite a while to actually tell to the doctor that, look, I'm suffering with depression. Can you help me?
Was it at first you had to like admit it to yourselves that, yeah, this is not right, I'm not okay?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
what would you say to me if I would come to you and say, I do want to go and see doctor, but I do not know when I'm gonna walk into the doctor's office what to say? What do I say? I just walk in and I say I'm depressed. What do I say?
It's yeah, it's not easy. Like basically, like it's like you're gonna just like turn up and just say, look, I'm suffering with depression. It's just it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that obviously takes time. Obviously it took time with me. It's taken time with a lot of people. But with that, I think it just you know just the way things are, just the way it is. I think you need to like pick up the courage, sort of thing, to talk to him, because obviously you're talking to the doctor, because obviously he knows stuff about this. But sometimes it's quite difficult for people to obviously open up about these things, because they're either scared to talk about it, or they feel embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. Embarrassed because we are suddenly not so strong anymore, because
Mm.
we're not like we should be, because we, especially for men, because we are not manly enough if we are embarrassed, if we are weak, if we are down, if we want to cry. I think for men this definitely can be more tricky than for women.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I think that more more men need to open up if they are struggling, because I've sort of found that, yeah, I think it's more easier for women to open up. But for I don't know, it's really difficult, because the fact of the matter that with obviously, men are either embarrassed by it or
Mm-hmm.
ashamed by it, but they shouldn't be. Like I've mentioned before, I mean, we're all human beings, we go through these processes. It's just something that needs to be normalized. It should be like normal talking about mental health instead of being judged by it.
True, true. And especially, I can assume if you are like, for example, let's pretend I'm this big, muscular, personal trainer kind of guy called Ted. And I'm coming to you and saying, Tom, listen, hey, dude, yeah,
Hmm.
I'm down. I don't know what to do. I can't see the way out. I'm in a dark place. I feel embarrassed about this. I don't know where to start. What to do? Where to start? What's the first thing I need to do? I don't know what to do. I don't want to live anymore. I just don't think I'm gonna last through another night, what would you tell me?
Well, the first thing is that it's good that you came to me to admit that you're struggling, because obviously it takes guts to admit that you're struggling, and you're going through all that. My second advice would be either um, obviously go to see the doctor, or ring up ring up Samaritans or something like that to help you. Obviously, because I'm not a professional, I can help you by listening to you, but I
Mm-hmm.
can't really give you, the correct information. I mean, like I said, I can listen and be there, but I can't give you medical advice because I'm not a professional.
But this is real, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
very often people come to friends first, and friends are like,
yeah,
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say.
mm,
I'm thinking, and this is you walking me through what you would say. What would Tom say to Ted if it would be a man who is absolutely proud about him being a big, strong man, but he's crumbling. He can't hide it anymore. And this is just a real moment that, like you just said, I am not professional. I'm just guessing. I know you need more help, but I'm proud that you're admitting it and that you're ready to start seeking help. And it's so important, I think, for someone to hear these words, that you're so brave for saying that,
mm,
because it takes a lot of guts to say this out publicly, like,
yeah.
I'm struggling. So, wow. But, probably you are so good with doing all this. Uh, Not probably, definitely. And there's even a proof to that, isn't it? So where's the beautiful of art that you've been showing me? And that is for.
So it's for the social media champion of the year, for winner in 2019, for the Mental Health Blog Awards. So yeah, I won this back in 2019, for the Mental Health Blog Awards. I came second last year. I was up against some absolutely incredible people. So to win this award was just absolutely incredible. It still hits me today. Like, I can't believe like this campaign has won an award for all the hard work that I've done. Like last year, we were nominated for the ITV Diversity Awards as well. We didn't get shortlisted though. We got nominated, but we didn't get shortlisted, which was mad as well. But also it's just yeah, it's crazy. Like, I still to this day can't believe that this campaign has won an award. The amount of people that I've connected with is just incredible. It's inspiring as well. Like, I've inspired people to take part in this challenge, which
Oh,
makes me, you know, really happy to see that people are actually getting on board with this and really supporting the cause, which is just amazing. Um, but yeah, it's just been overwhelming, to be honest with you. I didn't think that starting up a challenge in my friend's garden in Cheltenham all these years ago would come to something like this. It's just crazy.
it is. It's big, and it keeps growing. And
Yeah.
like I said, if you're watching this live, or if you're going to watch this on repeat, anyone can participate. No, you don't have to be a celebrity or well-known person, or you're locally known person. You don't have to be that. Absolutely anyone can do this. But obviously, often it works when people approach people who have some sort of following to spread the word out, and that is
Mm.
amazing. So I bow to everyone who has done it so far, to all the beauty queens, to all the presenters, to all the charity workers, to all the people who already have come forward and said, yes, I'll do this, to lead the way, to lead the parade, and then encourage others to come and do that as well. Thank you. And if
No.
I can, I just want to say to all the top of the world ladies, uh, if you're watching what I'm doing, then please get involved as well, because it's definitely fun. It's messy. And yes, I do want to not nominate you, but invite you to do this. I don't want to put pressure on you, but I'm inviting you to do this because it's definitely fun. Do it with your kids, do it with your family. Just do it, because mental health, it is something that my heart aches for. very much. Myself, I'm a special needs mom, and I know what it's like to be isolated, to be crying at night, to be down, to have nowhere to turn to don't know how to even start putting myself together. So this is very dear topic to me, and like, yes, the word needs to be out there. It's no shame to speak up. It's no shame to seek for help. That's just, yes. What else, Tom, would you like to say about all this messiness happening?
Well, we're on all social media platforms if people want to give us a follow. So we are on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're also on TikTok as well. So yeah, there's nothing really much else to say, I think. I just want to thank people that have taken part over the years, who are going to be taking part this year as well. You know, so many people struggling at the moment, you know, staying at home. Obviously, this is something you can do at home if you have the space. You know, we're just really grateful for everyone's support. I want to thank the admin team, Stephanie, Dan, and Steph, for just some amazing work that they've done over the past years as well, which is just amazing. Stephanie, especially, she just goes above and beyond with what she does, is just incredible. She's a very big asset to the team, so she's very, very good at what she does. Yeah, if you want to follow us on, you know, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, we're all on there. There's Messy4mind. It's pretty much the same. It's the same tag as every other social media platform that we're on. Yeah, that's all. I mean, basically, we just wish people good luck taking part in the challenge, have a bit of fun, raise awareness, and make a difference.
Make a difference and at least get people talking, asking
Yeah,
questions. That's already a big achievement. So
definitely.
yeah, Tom, thank you so much for joining me for a quick morning coffee and telling us about the project and what's going on. I'm just gonna basically, as soon as I'm gonna press end live button, I'm gonna pester Tom to give me all the details, everything, so I can put across or live with everything you need to know, all the tags, all the contacts, all the pages, all the links. And you're probably going to see me sharing this a lot and asking you to participate. As yet again, asking, not nominating, but kindly asking you to do this. And yes, thank you so much for our morning coffee together.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye bye.